EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun, and the Cardinals are the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
13. Go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Peterson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch. Check safety.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Check. Lucky.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson.
Oh, yeah. This shit, man.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
Here we go.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, orbit.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Hey, man,
Bananas Pettis, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. First down.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 1, Omaha. Hey, go, go. 58, come on.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Hey, back up. 43's the mic. 49.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Oh, my TV switched to the other HDMI. Oh, we gotta get back over there.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. White.
Garoppolo now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
12.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he slipped right by him.
Oh, that's my fault. That extra spin move, I could have ran it up.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. This one caught by Isabella. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
I'll turn my off.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards, did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single game. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Corey Peters able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo steps away to his left. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one is right down the middle. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Into a double team and it's hit. And hit behind the line.
Get up, man.
Football. It's
Come
loose.
on.
And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
Here we go.
Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
21, 21, 2. 12, fellas, here we go. X3, 218, chop, hot.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
21, 21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, tackle, let's go. No.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 26, check 26.
11 yards there, first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Johnson running right. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 11. 43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack.
11. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Ain't no trouble. We take the win. 43 is the mark. Set the tone, defense.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out, draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Terrell Suggs. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The busy night continues for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Check. Crouch. Crouch. Smile. No. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You remember me? You remember me?
On third down, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Arizona, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Go watch it. Come on, you want to touch the door. Get your green, little green ball.